All right, so I know this is not a great quality video here, but I am at Thunder Hole. It's a rock formation that basically is like a hole where the waves go in, and it creates this weird kind of situation, and it sounds like thunder, and it's just booming, splashing water, and it's very cool. But the waves are not really all that significant this morning to make that happen, so it's kind of calm. And it's shaping up to be a decent sunrise. And I got my camera set. I'm going to try to do a landscape and yeah, see how it comes out. And the sun looks like it's going to light it up pretty epically. At least that's the hope. We'll see what actually happens. But yeah, it's shaping up to be pretty good. So let me show you the actual sunrise location. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at sunrise-wise. It's really hard to see. And over here, which you can't see, is the Thunder Hole itself. But it's right there, so you can kind of hear it starting to boom. As the sun comes up and the atmosphere starts to change, I think the waves will start to pick up, and we'll get a little bit more of the thunder coming out of the hole. Thunder Hole.
So anyhow, yesterday was Wednesday, and we went to Bar Harbor for the day, and then we walked up and down the street, and it was really nice, and it wasn't crowded at all because COVID. So it was good. And then we got back home. This is one like living space, but then there's another living space. We call it the 5 o'clock room or the shit room, depending on because we've been watching Schitt's Creek, which is a funny show. And we watch TV until 6:30 when we fall asleep. So today we went back into the park and we did the Acadia Gardens. Well, we tried to do the Acadia Gardens, but it's outdoors, and some lady walks up to us, one of the gardeners.
Park ranger.
Whatever.
She's a ranger.
Anyhow, you can't walk into the gardens without a mask, and you can't go into the gardens with a dog, and pretty much you just can't go into the gardens.
Have we been rejected?
Yep.
Why?
Because you have to wear masks inside, and there's no pets. So here's the deal, people. We're going into the wild gardens of Acadia, and we have to wear a mask while inside the gardens, outside, when there's no other human beings around. I'm literally the only person in this entire garden. I understand the whole no dogs thing. I get that. But having to wear a mask in an outside place where there's no other humans is outrageously stupid and beyond all logic. Okay, walking through the gardens. I do love these little berries. Well, I'm glad I'm not contaminating everyone with COVID because of my mask. I actually don't like these gardens because of their rules. It's just so stupid. I mean, this is nice, it's pretty. It is. It's just stupid that you have to wear a mask. Can't go over there, 'cause COVID.
So we didn't go in the gardens, but there was a really nice trail right next to the garden.
Yep.
So, and dogs were allowed on there. So it was a delightful walk. We walked, it was about 1.5 miles we did there.
How do they peel? Look how they peel all around.
What is this?
It's birch.
Oh, it is birch.
Bark.
Yeah.
They
bark.
just peel it off.
Okay.
Hey, see this thing right here? What? Well, the other day when I went to get the key, I lifted the big turtle, not the little turtle, to get the key, and I saw one of these things.
The salamander?
Yeah, well, it had like a snake head and feet here.
Yeah.
But it looked, I've never seen a salamander like that. It was
No?
very weird looking, yeah.
I used to collect salamanders.
But anyway, yeah.
And we're in Acadia National Park. On what path is this?
The Jessup Pass.
This is the Jessup Pass. We just did this cool kind of a boardwalk thing, which is cool.
Then we went to Jordan Pond, and we were going to walk around Jordan Pond, but that's 3.6 miles. 2 miles. and we were afraid the dogs wouldn't make it. The dogs were with us. So we walked the first, I would say, third of it, which was all on a boardwalk. And the boardwalk was about this wide. So it was kind of like being on the balance beam in high school. So it seems higher and it seems newer.
Was this plank here before? It was just an older plank?
It was, but it was not. It wasn't this new.
And I don't even think of them as being like log planks.
How cool is this? With this red right here, this is neat. Chewy, we've made an executive decision.
I'm gonna sit. I need to sit.
Okay. Link center, who cares?
What?
The end of the planks.
Oh wow! Come on, Dad.
It's right here. This entire trail has been on planks. Sometimes it's been high planks, sometimes it's been guarded planks, sometimes it's been thin planks, sometimes it's been wide planks. But it's all been planks. Mother freaking planks. It is a nice walk. It's really nice.
They were pulling they're not out of breath.
No, Chewy just slowed down.
Yeah.
He's not panting or anything. I think he's just low on energy. And if I'm being honest, so am I. But Dad, you're doing really well.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm excited about the shot he got, and I don't want to jeopardize
I will say this: if I had worn my low-cut hiking shoes, I think I'd have been in some pain. But these are good. Now I'm feeling it a little bit, but I just need to let it rest some.
Well, yeah, you would be like anyone would be feeling it though.
And then we came home here, and now we're eating leftovers because we got a lot of leftovers to eat before we get out of here. Anything else?
And God willing, we're going to be doing the fire pit and one more mountain pop.
Every night it rains right on our heads. This is because of Beth. I have it upside down. There it is. This is because of it. This is a mountain pie maker. Sandwich stuff in. You close. Don't take it off. You close it up, and then you jam it into the fire. 45 seconds. Flip it. 45 seconds, and you take it out, and it's like heaven.
So when we die, Jesus meets us with a mountain pie maker?
It's heaven.
So I have discovered the greatest vacation accessory ever to exist ever. And it turns out that it's a human, and her name is Beth. So if you guys out there need this accessory to go along with you on your next vacation, you can reach out to Beth or Bob, and I'm sure they'll be happy to go along. But here's the reason that Beth is the most fantastic vacation accessory ever. You will never run out of popcorn. She has a popcorn. In fact, she's literally eating popcorn right now. She has a bowl of popcorn with her at all times. There's bags of popcorn that go around with her. The dogs follow her because there's popcorn. And so you will never run out of popcorn. The other benefit to having Beth along with you on your vacation is that if at any point you have a question about anything going on, like, ooh, how old is that tree that I'm passing by? Or, anything. She will go to her books. She comes with a stack of books. And she'll go to her books and she will find out information for you. She is basically your GPS. She has paper maps, so you don't even need to be in cell coverage. She will have, maps and directions for you at every turn. And she does turn by turn.
Let's see, high tide would be about 9 o'clock this morning. There's an airport close by. I think we've been on most of these roads in Bar Harbor area. Maybe not 102A. They did say today that on October 31st, the moon is full, the tides are going to be crazy, and it's Halloween. So October 31st is supposed to be a big thing around here for that reason. I guess that's what it takes around here for excitement. We didn't go to Moosehead Lake yet.
And she's just a wealth of knowledge. anything you want, like, hey, how old is that cabin? Or, you know, how many people live in that town? Or when was that building built and out of what material? She will figure it out. We've had lots of questions for her, and she comes back with the answers, or she'll send you a link and there's a picture that goes with it. It's great.
All right, one last fire pit. Mr. Bob tending the fire. Yep, this is a fire for our mountain pies we're gonna make tonight. Pretty chilly out here. This is our last night, Friday night, and the sunset. God decided to paint a little bit of a picture here for us.
We all had a great time in Maine and would recommend it to anyone that loves nature and hiking. We were sad to say goodbye to our seaside getaway, but are looking forward to the next Harding adventure.
I was talking about the name of a show.
I'm talking.
allow foul language.
Spelled S-C-H.
I'm talking about Shaft.
That's all for now. See you later, alligators.